Hey everyone, Chief Meteorologist Tom Miners here for WBBJ 7 Eyewitness News. Right around 12:30 on this Thursday, December 6th, with just a quick look at the forecast for you. I want to summarize what's going to happen this weekend, and if you came here to this video looking for snowfall totals or forecast ice totals, don't expect me to give those right now. I will give you an idea for what they could be, but ultimately I want to save that for tonight in the newscast. I want to just give you a quick summary. So let's go ahead and get started with just something that you might not be familiar with. The National Weather Service has a prototype under development for something called a Winter Storm Severity Index. And this is what it looks like for West Tennessee pretty much through December 8th at 7 o'clock. So that's only going to be Saturday evening, leaving off the second half of this event. But ultimately you can see that it does show that the forecast is for a relatively minor event in Northwest Tennessee, a bit more moderate out in Arkansas. That really just means that roughly equated to National Weather Service advisory level criteria. So we're talking a winter weather advisory type event like we had in November on the 15th. Minor disruptions primarily to those who are not prepared. None to minimal recovery time needed. So that's that. This is a look at the forecast accumulation likelihood. Again, the likelihood for how much could accumulate by 6 a.m. Sunday. This is for an inch of snow, and for Northwest Tennessee, it comes up to between 50 and 60%. For the Jackson area, we're looking at 1 to 5% chance. But again, still leaving off a large part of the forecast there for the second half of the weekend. For the chance for a tenth of an inch of freezing rain to accumulate, it's a 20 to 30% chance in parts of Northwest Tennessee. Once again, only a 1 to 5% chance for areas near Jackson. What about, though, this chance for accumulations and how much is going to accumulate? Well, through the entire period, one model is saying that we're going to be looking at somewhere on the realm of maybe a tenth to a half inch of ice accumulating in Northwest Tennessee between through the entire event, rather. Ultimately, another event model shows a much more serious event with over a half inch of ice accumulating there. The snowfall forecast, one model only says we're going to get somewhere between a trace to 2 inches of snow, some pockets of locally higher amounts, and another model just goes through the roof and it shows over a half foot of snow falling in parts of West Tennessee between now and Sunday night. But ultimately, again, these are just ideas for the ways that the model could shape up. We really want to stick to probability. This model kind of shows you that as we go through the weekend or Saturday, 6 p.m. Saturday, we start to see accumulating snow. And then ultimately in the 24-hour period between noon on Saturday and noon on Sunday, that's when we're likeliest to get any kind of accumulating ice or snow, and that would be likeliest in Northwest Tennessee, mainly north of Interstate 40. Beyond this, though, I'm actually watching, besides winter weather this weekend, I'm watching the potential for strong winds, maybe gusting over 30 miles per hour and up to 40 miles per hour Saturday into Sunday. And also the amount of rain that we're going to get, or liquid precipitation, I would call it. Basically, whatever we get, if you were to melt it all down to water, this is how much we could end up with. And this model is suggesting it could be somewhere between a half inch and even over 2.5 inches of rain or liquid precipitation. So we've got a lot to watch this weekend, and it all really begins tomorrow in the form of rain and maybe a brief kind of mix of snow and ice in parts of Northwest Tennessee and northeastern Arkansas with southeast Missouri. So the timeline is, of course, critical. If you've got plans to do anything outdoors this weekend or going out even to church on Sunday morning, I'm going to be talking about what the timeline of this event looks like, and again, what the most likely scenario, what the worst case scenario would be for West Tennessee once all is said and done. Make sure you tune into WBBJ 7 Eyewitness News for that latest forecast.